Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you're just stopping by, you're most definitely welcome. Well, right, so today I thought to do a how I became a data analyst video, just give you a proper context as to how I broke into this space as a data analyst, right? My name is Susan, and if you're just coming for the first time, you're welcome. So yeah, I actually had a computer science background degree, and I was fortunate enough to experience one or two programming languages, right? At the time, it was actually C++ we taught back in school. And in my final year, I happened to do a course called database management, and I found out that I was literally excelling in that course, and I was like, okay, I didn't know that there was more to it, right, than just like your normal school academic coursework. So having that background, I would say that was like a stepping stone in some sense. But then while still at school, I was also a part of a particular what's it called? I was part of a non-profit organization called ISEC. If you know ISEC, I think most people actually know ISEC, I must say, right? And ISEC is more like a non-profit organization where you learn relevant skills that are not taught in your day-to-day academic, right? So skills around business development, around talent management, human resource. It's actually, I think if you're an undergraduate, you should definitely be a part of that organization, because in there I learned a lot. And while I was back in school, I was in the talent management space. So that's actually the HR space, right? What that meant was just more like providing learning and development programs for the talents in people in the organization at the time. When I came out from school, there was really little or no opportunity in the HR space, frankly speaking, and I was quite sad about it, because I remember telling people that I have to do HR. It's either HR or nothing, right? I mean, I was just really so thrilled up to do HR pretty much. But then I found out that, first of all, there was not enough job prospects in HR at the time, right? So fast forward to November 2019, I dabbled into some part of computer science fields, web development, learning Python, front end, CSS, HTML, JavaScript. And then I found out that there was something called data analysis. And I thought to try it, right? And the amazing thing was, and I think one thing I just want to put out there is that the amazing thing is that there was, first of all, a good community for that space, right? So it meant that you were amongst like-minded people who were also learning the same thing as you were learning, right? And there were opportunities for learning and development. Apparently, you either see a company doing like a 3-month crash course, either free or for a paid amount, which at the end was well worth it, right? So I joined a learning platform called Data Train. I think that was a stepping stone for me. I'm going to put like a video in here also to just let you know how it went. So in there, we learned one or two things around Python, data science. It was geared towards data science, and then also web scraping. That was my first time I actually learned how to web scrape a website. I felt so good about it. And after the program at Data Train, I then joined SCA, so that's called She Code Africa. I'll also put it here, I'll put it here. And in She Code Africa, it's literally a platform geared towards encouraging more women to come into the tech space. So if you have interest in even data science across web development, across front-end HTML, CSS, cloud computing, DevOps, that platform is really good if you're looking to be amongst like-minded people and get opportunities, right? That's a platform for you to be. And I was among the first set of people that were mentored because it had like an SCA mentorship program, and I was among the first people who was a beneficiary of the program, as I was a mentee. And in there, I would say that was really pivotal to my growth, because they had a really well-structured curriculum, and at the end, they actually expected that you had worked on projects, right? And also put on your GitHub page as well too. Just really good. And my mentor at the time, even up to now, we had a very good relationship. She was always there for everyone mentee under her. And we also had something called a POC, so a point of contact, right? Who was literally just overseeing the whole program. In there, while I was there, I learned regular NumPy, Pandas, different data science packages at the time. I know data science, data analytics also has a blend of programming, like using Python or any language. But I think I was just more tilted towards learning something more, pretty much, right? I then went on and joined another community called Everything on Data, and this program for me was also a very good one because there it was more like a brush up, right? So most of things I learned, I think that was my first time having to even encounter what Power BI is, Microsoft Power BI. So Microsoft Power BI is a visualization tool for your reporting, your analysis, just literally anything you use to analyze your data. Microsoft Power BI is a platform used for it, and it's owned by Microsoft essentially. So in FC on Data, I learned how it works, worked on sample data sets on there, and I had some knowledge of Microsoft Power BI, but that was just the start, right? I then went to learn. I actually had a hackathon, which then came in between, right? And I decided to work on a data for governance hackathon, and it was sponsored by CC Hub. And though we didn't pass, we're among the top 3 or something, but the experience and networking for me was really key. And I think that's one thing that actually encouraged everyone to be a part of. If there any chance to be part of the hackathon, please endeavor, even if you don't have so much technical skills, but just be a part of it, right? So while in the hackathon, I got to know about a particular training class called Resagratia. I'll put it in here as well too. So Resagratia was literally the icing on the cake for me. They were really so, like, let me just give you a background story, right? Resagratia is a company that specializes on training people in the data analytics field, and I would say that was one of my best investments. And I'm glad that I actually got that for free because it was on a scholarship, right? So the scholarship was given to encourage women to come into the data analytics space, right? So I got that for free, and in there I leveled up on my Power BI skills. So from learning how to use DAX for calculations, also mQuery as well. So it was really worth it, I would say. And while I was there, I worked on projects as well, so really relevant projects at the time that you could say was project that I would say it had impacts, right? In terms of, because most of the projects we were working on at the time were either analysis of fuel prices, right? So even transportation system, these were real-time real-time challenges that we use data to analyze and see how it works and how like our analysis made an impact, right? So after that program, I worked on personal projects as well too, and that program was really pivotal. I literally leveled up just through that program. I am so thankful to the founder of that program. Up to now, I'm always thankful to the founder of the program. So after that, I had enough time by hand, right? I had enough time. I then started learning data science projects by myself. So I enrolled for a Udemy course on data science, and I'll also put that, I think I'll put that in the link below, and I'll probably just put a picture in here. And I would go to a co-working space to learn. I just wanted to get my hands busy and get my hands dirty. So I worked on different projects, red wine analysis, using classification, worked on web scraping projects as well too, worked on analyzing salaries across different companies, a lot of real-time projects, right? So one thing I would say really helped me was there was always availability of data sets to start with, right? You have cargo, even of anything, right? If you want to start, you have cargo to get data sets from, and also personal projects, and also put on my GitHub as well too, just to have, just to prove that I actually worked on certain projects. So I put some of my projects on GitHub as well too, right? And I think it was while I was there that I started technical writing. So I'm someone that I am literally, I rather write pen and paper than write on my phone, right? Because for me, that's how I learn faster. So I started journaling articles, penning down a few things I learned while working on projects, created a Medium account, and I started writing and started my technical writing journey. right? And I'll post my Medium handle in here for you to check, right? And in there, and after that, like I said, I was in the community. So just now going back to how I got my first role as a data analyst. So in this community or in this space, I think it was just an opportunity at the time, and then someone just posted, I'm like, oh, let's just apply. Mind you, I just had very few experience as a data analyst, right? So I gave it a shot. And after everything, I was selected, and it was in the fintech space, right? The company was majorly in the fintech space, and I would say that was the best. I mean, that was the stepping stone to my career, right? And why I literally chose the fintech space was because of so many things, right? I mean, there was the healthcare, there's education as well too, right? But fintech for me was more important because there's a lot of numbers that are in there. Like, I mean, analyzing transactions, a lot of numbers that play in the fintech space, and then you can see how it influence set decisions real time. Also, it was also not just fintech, it was fintech with a particular product, right? So you could also make analysis based on what your customers felt about your product, and then carry out better even customer segmentation as well. So you can literally see how these analytics play while working as a data analyst of the company. So those things, as well as many other things, actually inspired me while on the job, and I learned a lot. And so I think that it's it. Thank you so much for coming to my channel and watching this. I really hope this impacted you in taking whatever decision you want to take. Please let me know what else you want to know on this channel. You could drop in your suggestions as the next video you want to know, right? And also ensure to like, share, and also subscribe down below. Have a great day, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.